If I'm being honest, by I Don't Know Man on EU3. Episode 9, Chapter 3. You may have network connection problems. It wasn't easy to stop thinking about the phone call. So, not easy, in fact, that after his body more or less shut down in what Todoroki reactively dubbed a panic nap, he spent the better part of an hour wallowing in a pool of self-replication. His dorm alternated between a freezer and a sauna as he laid with his face buried in his pillow. Oh my god. He groaned for the 18th time. His pillow offered no response, but the slightly dampened from his saliva. A pillow not entirely already unmoist by the way, largely thanks to the panic nap. I'm so disgusting. Todoroki executed a perfect swan dive even deeper into self-repression. But as inviting as the water may be, and no matter how much Todoroki may have wanted to swan dive off a more loafy and non-metaphorical surface, he had to focus on the task on hand. Just what in the name of all good and pure was happening to him? Todoroki glared at the ceiling harshly as he racked his brain for some explanation. Any explanation for his intended honesty hour. Could it really be the works of a quirk? Or was it somehow psychological? Was it possible he actually gotten a concussion when Midoriya hit him, and his psyche had brought on some weird self-alfrating psychosis condition? That was really far-fetched. A quirk, then. Much more probable, Todoroki thought. Again, questions definitely seemed involved, but the damage extended beyond just quarries. Not quite like Shinso's quirk at all. And how the hell did he end up under the influence of such a quirk? Todoroki balled his fist into his hem of his tank top in frustration. Come on, Shouto, think. Todoroki screwed his eyes shut in concentration. Maybe he could retract his steps for the day. Alright, so he had left campus around 8 to head to the hospital. Nothing abnormal there. Next, he had splurged on fried rice from a street vendor across the hospital. Todoroki frowned. Could that be it? Some weird contamination in the food? Or the ill will of a vendor? That didn't seem very likely. Ah, well, he kept going for now. After the hospital, he hadn't noticed anything odd there. Either one coming into contact with his mother or the receptionist. Finally, the train back. Oh yeah, that couple had been arguing. What had that woman said? A knack shattered Todoroki's concentration, and he groaned inwardly. Who is it? He tried his best to keep the edge of frustration from his voice. It's Midoriya, the muffled voice replied. I wanted to check and see how you were doing. Panic struck a chord in Todoroki. Love you. The phone slipping from his hand. Dark Shadow wincing. Uraraka, unlimited messages. Oh, God. The images were looping again like a goddamn clip show. Panic struck a whole goddamn concert in Todoroki. A second knock, much more timid, echoed from the door. Do you want... Should I leave you alone? And fucking hell, god damn it! Screw Midoriya for that tinge of hurt coloring the question. The way his concern for Todoroki was so blatant. The way that Todoroki found himself calling out, No, you shouldn't. And reaching for the door to swing it open. It was beyond a shadow of a doubt that, at this point, any and all interaction with Midoriya was a definite recipe for disaster. The clear best plan of action was to have a quick little chat with Midoriya to reassure him everything was A-okay, peachy, keen, and to get him to stop worrying about Todoroki, to stop looking up at Todoroki with those huge green eyes, to stop calling Todoroki by his first name to make him feel better, to stop hugging Todoroki, the boy's warmth seeping into Todoroki's skin. Damn it. Nonetheless, the plan remained intact. Resolute, Todoroki flung open the door. Get rid of Midoriya quickly. Easy. Todoroki was not prepared for the sight that greeted him. Easy, beginning passing the beacon of hard in more ways than one. There stood Midoriya, with a gorgeous smile of his flaring on scythers, apparently fresh from a shower. Honestly, why did the universe choose now, of all times, to grant Todoroki this gift? He needed to focus. Midoriya smiled, fucking incredible, and his dark hair clung to the back of his neck. Focus. Ha, Good joke, Todoroki. Hey. Todoroki's voice cracked slightly. Was this the Todoroki charm Ashido mentioned? He noted that the material of Midoriya's t-shirt fell on the thin end of the spectrum, and that such criminal indecency should definitely be against dorm dress codes. Much too distracting. So, Midoriya fiddled with the hem of his immoral shirt. Uraraka told me you got McDonald's with her and Ashido and Tokoyami? Sounds fun. Todoroki opted for a mere nod, strategically avoiding speech. The elephant in the room was stomping all over his composure as it was. No need to bring dubious vocal cords into the equation. Midoriya seemed similarly accosted by the Deppermatch, squirming where he stood. Is that where they're gonna make you try a flurry? Yep. Oh, that's totally something they would do. Yeah. Silence. Awkward, placed, dripping from the ceiling. Midoriya's brows knitted. I didn't know you've never had fast food before. If I had, I totally would have taken you out. The doorknob squeezed as Todoroki tightened his grip, and Midoriya's eyes popped. Not like take you out on, you know, it just like us going out to eat? Crap, that still sounded. It's alright. I know what you meant. Todoroki, more than knew better. He ushered Midoriya in. They may as well walk on eggshells fully inside the room. Huh, yeah. Midoriya tugged his shirt again, flashing a bit of collarbone. Todoroki bit the inside of his cheek and looked away. Well, did you enjoy it? The fast food, I mean. Yes, actually. In fact, I was enjoying myself much more than I expected until shit. With a parting, victorious trump, the elephant vanished, clogging the atmosphere with awkwardness in its wake. I said, the thing. Todoroki finished, completely, unnecessarily, he might add, because Midoriya was already trying his damnedest to bore a hole into Todoroki's floor with the strength of eyesight alone. Ah, he said, for absolutely no good reason at all. Was it just Todoroki, or was his breathing disgustingly loud? Don't worry about it, really. Midoriya explained, suddenly too loud, tearing eyes from the floor. I'm sure tons of people have done that at some point or another, and, I know it was complete accident. You didn't really mean it, of course. It was a huge accident. Nothing else. And it's really not a big deal, and also, you still might be a little dinged up from earlier today, and, that reminds me. How Midoriya managed to get all of that out in one breath was truly beyond Todoroki, but he found himself rather unable to ponder logistics as Midoriya grabbed Todoroki's forearm and led him to his bed, pushing down gently on Todoroki's shoulder so he sat. The atmosphere clogged further. I want to check for you for concussion systems. Nothing fancy, obviously, but Recovery Girl is out of town and you probably don't want to see a nurse. Anyways, don't give me that look. I know what you were like. So, the least I can do is make sure that I didn't screw up too bad and hurt you for reals. A self-deprecating smile wobbled across Midoriya's face, and that was really quite unacceptable, so Todoroki forced his best attempt at an encouraging smile. That's a great idea, Izuku. The air must have been thicker for Midoriya, too, because he coughed suddenly before clearing his throat. Well, I guess that answers the first question. You know who I am. How could I forget? Todoroki mumbled, because his brain apparently had checked out for short leaving this morning, and Midoriya coughed again. So, the next question is it before or after lunch right now? After. Correct. What city are we in? Mazutafu. Correct. Who in our class single-handedly inspired a subconscious boycott of grape products? Mineta. Correct. Midoriya laughed. Have you ever thought about going on Jeopardy? I don't know what that is. You don't know what... Never mind, we'll tackle that later. When is your birthday? January 11th. Correct. Midoriya nodded, and Todoroki's chest patted dangerously at the knowledge that Midoriya knew his birthday. What year are you? Third. Uh-huh. How many times has Kaminari managed to fail at basic laundry and shrunk his uniform? If I remember correctly, 7. Todoroki responded, willfully suppressing the urge to admit that he'd done the exact same thing 4 times. Wait, how did you even know that? Yaoyorozu complained to me because Kaminari kept asking her to create replacements. Ah, Midoriya grinned. You know more than I do. Not that that's surprising. Now what day is it? The most embarrassing day of my life. The Todoroki charm was really outdoing itself today, huh? Oh. Midoriya's voice came out too high. I meant more like the day of the week. Saturday. Correct. Midoriya coughed yet again. Todoroki's chest shriveled. Well, I guess that's about it for the questions. I actually don't have any comments. I don't know what's wrong today. Why am I broken? Why am I not talkative? What is wrong with me? Normally I am a talkative person. Normally I can't shut the fuck up. I'm a yapper. When it comes to here and in a call with my wonderful and amazing significant other, and with people I'm like comfortable with and stuff, but like, I'm not yapping. Why am I not yapping? Normally I'm a certified yapper. And I mean certified. Certified yapper. Why am I not yapping? I'm not yapping my ass off. Something's wrong. And I can tell. I don't know how this is gonna end up going. I feel like Todoroki's gonna end up saying something. You know, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I have no predictions. I just know that Todoroki's gonna embarrass himself again. Yep. Okay. As always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.